Oh, you'd like to bring that here? Sure. Sure.
Go ahead, Olivia, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Okay, cool. I guess this is the first leadership meeting in the new space.
Woo!
Yay! I'll wait for the TV to go on. Okay,
I
cool.
feel like the AV nerd right now.
Okay,
Man, if I'm
all right, I guess we'll start off first. If you're gonna show up in the lab, wear a mask, wash your hands, bathe regularly, stay home if you feel remotely sick, because I don't want any diseases.
What cable do you need for your machine?
I have USB-C.
Here. Oh,
I
well,
don't think we have any of those. I have one in my bag.
Quick, everybody dig for.
She needs a sun display connector.
Oh gosh.
oh, that's USB to USB-C to USB. No.
I'm sorry, a USB to HD. Technically, I have one of those. Hold on. If you don't have yours, I can get one. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Mine are all at home connected to my monitors at home. Okay.
There's a none other. Okay.
Yay! Now I can present to the room.
That's just to keep it from going anymore.
Okay. The lab is technically open. We had our soft opening. We have had so many volunteers helping to get everything all put together. So I'd say the lab is what, like 85% put together?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think the shop and the laser cutter rooms probably need the most attention, and they are getting them because there's a lot to do in those. If anybody wants to help out,
Ooh.
yeah, ooh, I see hands. We have the Move channel in Slack where everybody's been coordinating, setting up times that they want to do stuff, all that good stuff. So I would recommend following the Move channel, and every Tuesday, everybody gets together.
Do a Windows P.
P. Duplicate.
Whichever one you want to do, duplicate or extend. Hooked up to HDMI 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on HDMI 1.
All right. We had initially scheduled the grand opening for February 1st, but with kind of, I think it was brought up that Dallas is out of beds. Other places are filling up quickly. So I think February 1st may be our not so grand opening. And we'll probably do, we'll still do like all of our announcements to let everybody know that we are open for business in, limited health conscious capacity, but we will, we're going to have like the big party and everything later. Just messing with my monitor. But we will announce everything on Meetup, Facebook, Twitter, coordinate with everybody that needs to be coordinated with, send out our press releases. But yes, it's probably going to be a not so grand opening, just to kind of scale back and keep in mind what's going on right now. Sorry. So what needs to be done? Again, things that need to be done. There's a Trello board we actually have there's a link to it in the Move channel, so that you can see our running to-do list and find all the things we need to do to get everything spiffy. We're always happy to have people help put things together. I guess first order of business, our beloved treasurer, Justina, she has an awesome new job and is super busy. So she has stepped down as treasurer and we need a new one. Because of A, we're still kind of not quite open, and B, state of affairs, I think the board has asked if our previous treasurer, Luke, would be able to take over duties. And so I think we just, if everybody agrees with that, then we just need to kind of officially vote him in as treasurer so that we can kind of continue on with treasurer duties because we very, very much need those. So I guess officially, because Luke has accepted, he said that he would be able to take care of everything remotely. But I guess official vote from the board to instate Luke as treasurer until the annual meeting. Ryan, do you want to roll call?
Yeah. So, Olivia,
Yes.
Tommy,
Yes.
Brandon,
That Luke guy again? I guess so.
Phil,
Yes.
and I'm also a yes.
All right.
Yay. Hooray, thank you, Luke.
Yay.
Congratulations, Luke.
Thank you. Brandon, you
Welcome back to the fold.
amount of money you will have to spend will be cut.
I don't spend money. I just bring it in.
So Luke, that,
Ooh.
I haven't seen that.
we agreed on 10%, right, Luke?
Okay, so we have a new treasurer now. And again, I want to thank Justina, if she's listening. She did a fantastic job, and we're sad to see her go, but she has a great new job, and that's pretty awesome, especially at this during these trying times. So, oh, I didn't change the new slide for the vote. That wasn't very nice. Oops. This is also a reminder that we do have a new membership portal. Tommy and Phil have made it super awesome. If you haven't migrated it over, we can keep better track of everybody if you do migrate over. So if this is your first time hearing about this, there's a nice little link at the KB for how to migrate. And
You
Phil,
can
Tommy,
actually,
You might want to give out the KB address too.
you can actually just go to kb.thelab.ms, and in the top right there's a search box, and you type in migrate, and when you search for it, you should find the article on how to migrate to members portal.
Or the link.
Yep. So there's all kinds of nice instructions. You'll need to cancel your existing PayPal subscription. We do not have control over that. So you want to cancel that and then re-sign up with all the new shiny new stuff because it's awesome.
And if you have questions, please feel free to hit me up on Slack or email CTO at. I will be more than happy to answer any questions, no matter how mundane you might think they are.
Hey, Phil, one thing that came up is like for Cameron, he was going to migrate, but then realized that he is renewed pretty recently for a year-long one. So he's like, this doesn't really serve me. Is there any way we can do like a prorated?
So
I don't know what.
I can't do a prorate, but what I can do is I can go into PayPal, and provided we haven't had all the funds transferred to the bank account, we can refund a prorated amount from the time you renewed to today, with the promise that you're migrating over.
Okay, getting a thumbs up for that. So if you can work with them on that, we'll get you migrated over. That's actually nice because I think there's a lot of people that might be in that boat as well.
It's just the one.
Yep, and that's why just holler at me and talk to me and see what your options are, and we can discuss it and see what works best for you.
Cool, rock on.
Yay. I guess another reminder, new membership rates went into effect December 31st. So if you signed up before, you are now a plank holder, as identified in our system. and there are still a limited number of lifetime memberships still available.
And we had a new one just recently.
Yes, they're going fast. Oh,
I believe we
Okay.
have 16 remaining. 15, sorry, 1-5.
awesome.
Who's the new lifer?
It was Polly.
Woohoo!
All right.
Oh yeah, Lego, if you want to invite him into your secret Lifers Only channel.
I was just about to do that, where all the good stuff happens.
Okay. Well, again, Luke was very kind to kind of also jump in and get the financials together for us. So I guess Luke, can you tell us if we have money?
We have monies. Am I gonna share or am I just gonna speak over what I see?
I can stop sharing the
Uh,
financial page.
go ahead and share the link because I've been posting it in our notes.
What link are we talking about?
The Google Docs link.
It's the same one that never changes.
You would think that I would have that address saved, but I don't.
Okay, I just posted it.
Thank you.
Hold on. Select a window to share financials.
Like such a
Okay.
sharp screen.
Do you see yours? Do you all see my screen? Okay, I think it's setting up.
Yep, now we do.
Okay, cool.
Yep, right there.
Okay, so year end 2020, we had a gross of 45K.
Right on.
Which is awesome because last year we had like 10,000 less than that, right?
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot.
We had 7K gross for the month of December.
Which is the other thing that's good about 45,000 is that it's under 50,000, which then puts you into a different category for filing taxes as a nonprofit.
Correct.
So the
It's like
finance-
4 lines instead of 4 pages.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. So minus for the year, minus the expenses, we are 12K up.
Woo! Woo!
Last year it was 5K. For the month of December, it's 6K up. So we did well this year. We have 22K in the bank.
Yeah.
Just a couple tidbits. At the old location, our average operating costs were about $1,900 a month, and here we're running $2,682 a month.
Right on.
Wait, 26, it should be like a flat 2,500.
Yes, but I'm adding like insurance, prime, and
Okay,
recurring
Members
bills,
portal.
recurring things every month
that's true. There are some.
in the portal.
Gotcha.
Okay. Subscribers. We started the year with 91 members. We ended with 79. The average for the year is 79.83. So we are just under the average for the year. We traded, because of the change in fees, we traded a lot of monthly members for yearly, which is great because it shows people have faith in us and they are coming on board for the next year. However, for each month, we're gonna now only be seeing about $980 from the monthly people by itself. So that added to our approximate benefit that we get because of Tommy, because he works Microsoft. We're gonna be looking for about 1K every month from yearly members resubscribing and donations and whatnot. So we need to keep some money, some of this 22K in the bank. This is not all for goodies and stuff. We need to keep some in the bank to offset that. Besides that, nothing else really popped out. But yeah, in November and December, we definitely got a injection of cash. But
From all the
that
hours.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're
yes,
wondering, like, what I actually did here.
yes, for on average for the year, we got about $489 from the Benevity. This helps us a lot.
So Luke, you had the amount that we were getting for monthly members. How much are we getting, like, if you were to average out the yearly members? Because I think that might be valuable to.
This is December. Yearly is 45. Oh, okay, hold on. So 7 of the yearly would 200, so that's 1,400. 3 120, so that's 360, and 35 250s.
That's all Christmas bonus.
Cheat a bit here. 35 by 250. Where did it go? Okay. 8 750 05. So 9,250 from the yearly. But of course,
Okay. So it's making
that
$700
is
a month.
how much a month?
About $700 or $800. Did I get that right?
But all of those are gonna occur in December. All of these are new, like
Okay.
yes, this is like 4 plus, so 9 new yearly occurred in December. So those will reoccur in December 2021.
Okay.
And we had a few yearlies that converted to lifetime this year, so we will see that number drop over the next year as well.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
It's just like what I said before. Our monthly membership kind of pay the costs, our monthly costs throughout the year, and it's a kind of gauge in how much you should be saving while we wait for these yearly members to resubscribe. All these 26 that were previous to the influx in December, or actually November and December is when people started to come on board. So these 24 would be sporadic throughout the year. I think we have a couple in July and June, July, and August. We have like 3, 2, and 3 again, and the rest are probably scattered throughout the year. So we need them to resubscribe, and we have money in the bank. So overall, things are looking good, but and we did pretty well considering that we're in the middle of a pandemic, and but we need to build up on our members, continue building on our new members and monthly memberships, definitely.
Got it. Cool. Thanks for the insight.
No problem.
And I did actually contact Doug today, and he has an email into the City of Richardson's finance division section, whatnot, to inquire about the grant money and when we could expect that. So hopefully that'll be a nice little thing so we can pay Charlie.
Yeah, because we have an outstanding charge of $5,000, but we also have an outstanding credit or grant of $5,000.
Okay, but we have 22K. We could pay Charlie. We don't want Charlie to get angry. You
But
don't have
we
to wait
worked
on the grant to pay Charlie.
Yeah, we've told Charlie, and he's okay at least for this month. I don't know. He said he understood that it wouldn't be until we got our money that we would pay him.
Okay.
So I'll see if we're working both angles.
Now, is Charlie the owner of the property, or is he the
Yeah.
the contractor?
Nope, he owns this location.
He's the landlord. Okay.
The landlord.
Also, it might be relevant. I don't know if Luke's been in on the meetings, but we will be seeing an additional $5,000 from the city of Richardson, hopefully for the next 2 Decembers.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
Oh no, I was not aware of that.
Yeah,
So we
originally,
have one grant and then 2 5s.
so originally our grant was $6,000, and then we came back asking for more money because of signage and everything. And the city of Richardson said, well, instead of 6,000 now, we'll give you 5,000 now, 5,000 next year, and 5,000 the year after. And we said, okay.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. So if we can just, hold, we get $1,000 less, we can make do with that. And then we got a nice grant coming in next 2 years.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Well, thank you very much for getting all that put together on short notice, Luke.
Sure, no problem.
And where's my screen? And there's also a link to financials if anybody wants to see that. Fundraising. Lego, do you want to talk about fundraising?
No. Yes, I guess the only activity right now is the auction. So I just requested the credentials from Carol for that. So I'll continue to put that up for our not so grand opening, or should we or do we want to hold off on that, or do we want to continue with it?
Oh,
That was a good question.
I mean, looking at the items, I know that 2 of them were from Carol. I don't know how the rest of the items are, so I don't know if you want to. Yeah, it feels like it was kind of sparse on auction items. But
Yeah. So I was thinking if we hold off, there's more of a likelihood we can get more donations.
okay, I'm okay for that.
Yeah.
When is Tigger?
What?
You may know when the Austin Tigger is.
What's an Austin Tigger?
It's the annual big fundraising thing. I'll look it up. We can push stuff back, but we don't want to push it so far back that it ends up going to that, because we're going to try to hit some folks that maybe do travel down there as well.
That's a good point.
Because our world just got a whole lot smaller.
Yeah, that song stuck in my head now. Thanks. Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, let me see what we've got for the auction. I think it is pretty sparse. I think there's like 6 things on there. So,
We can table that for now.
yeah.
Okie doke.
Oh, this is kind of a zombie thread. Last year we had talked about, or years ago, we talked about doing like a Cards Against Humanity thing for fundraising. There's actually a new edition out called the Family Edition, and it's pretty good. It's for 8 years old and 8 years older, 8 years old and up. That might be more feasible once we
Have
can.
you played it?
Yeah, we got it for the holidays, so it's a lot of fun.
This sounds like it would be a worthwhile purchase for the lab.
Yeah.
I'm trying to envision like that family cards again.
Yeah, lots of potty humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go with that one, and that way there's no question about, because some people are gonna be like, I don't really wanna.
Yeah, Doug, that's what canned the last time we did it. Was there were objections about the content, so we tabled it. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to maybe, well, once we can meet up again in big numbers.
I mean, I remember the last time that we were playing Cards Against Humanity all the time. Like, we had like a whole bunch of new members sign up just because of that.
Well, we can do that after 9 p.m. when, you're all prime time programming.
The lab at night.
Yeah, the lab after dark.
Lab after dark.
Yeah.
Is that with the ASMR background track?
No, it's a different
Oh
background.
yeah, definitely.
Different background, yes. A little bit more bass. Maybe smooth jazz. Smooth jazz.
Okay, I guess next is social media. We actually had Carol was doing a fantastic job of posting a lot before Christmas, and she has a life that she needs to take care of. But we welcome anybody who's interested in doing lots of posting. You can reach out to Tommy, and we can see if we can get more people posting, because more people posting, more people sharing, more people see us, and that's what we want.
Yeah, and I boosted one of the Facebook posts for $20 just to see what happens, and I did notice we had like 2 new members in that time frame. I have no idea the correlation. So yeah, Phil, if we can add some sort of "how'd you hear about us" to the member creation, that would be nice, because
Okie dokie.
I'd be happy to start throwing more money into it if we knew truly that the Facebook posting was helping.
I actually joined the lab because I found the pictures on Instagram. I found the Instagram account,
Oh wow.
and I was like, oh my God, there's one in Plano. Nobody told me.
Yeah, a lot of companies that I have seen basically use their Facebook to link to like an Instagram photo dump, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
Olivia, was that the Find Hot Singles in Your Area ad that we put out?
No, it was the Find Hot Makers in Your area ad.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
what was that back when we didn't have air conditioning?
Later, there's some soldering irons in your area.
That would get my attention more than, because I don't see the hot singles ads anymore. I like filtered them out over years of them being an annoyance on the screen. Like, oh, hot lasers, yes. Okay, we've got some people that are pretty super. We had some nominations for membership points. I know Phil wanted to nominate somebody.
Yes. I actually had 2 people that I've been watching very closely, and the best that we could possibly do, I think, is offer these people just a small token of our appreciation, and that would be Doug and Hannah. Doug for jumping in and not just helping on cabling and doors and access control and looking at the laser cutter and networking and everything under the sun. Doug has been there and helped out with. And then Hannah, who has spent more hours than I think I can even count, looking at laser cutter specs and diagrams and planning it out and scrapping that plan and planning it out again, and probably another 4 times in that process, just to make sure that our laser cutter is not only going to work, but is actually going to be safe to be around. And she's planning for the future of what if we can get another one at some point. So I would like to nominate those 2 for their amazing help to the lab.
I cannot disagree.
I agree too.
Yeah, I also think that I'd like to nominate Maddie for the dedication for all getting the 3D printers there, migrating them, testing them, which I know is no small feat, of
Cleaning them, repairing them,
cleaning,
sorting our
repairing,
filaments.
storing them
Yes.
all the time that they were there. So
No, he's done an amazing job too.
I think that would have to be, would that be honorary if you're a lifer?
oh, Maddie's a lifer.
remember, membership points do go towards other things as well. So come and use a 3D printer for a month's worth of credits, a T-shirt if we do the screen printing or the dye sublimation printing. So
There you go.
it can go to other things as well. It's not only for a month of membership.
Good point. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I agree too.
All right, so I guess, we can just probably roll all them into one vote, so does everybody, and anybody object?
One
to
second.
one?
It also could be shared. Can it still be shared to other people? Can it be rewarded, given away? The point.
That would have to contact leadership. Part of the big change with WHMCS is in order to be issued and to use your membership points, they are all tracked through the member management system. So once
Great.
once it is handed to you, it is now on you to do with what you wish.
Okay, great. Because I used to have a piece of paper and to track that crap.
The
Okay,
piece of paper
carry on.
is-
Bye.
oh. Right. Anybody object to membership points? Okay, yay, okay,
So can I get whole names?
yes, that would be,
Doug Ems,
yes, thank you, I wasn't sure how to.
How do you spell that?
EMES.
And that's too close to Emerson, but
All right, and then Hannah's name.
I don't know Hannah's last name off the top of my head. I have to go looking for that.
Starbad.
How you spell that?
D-A-R, D as in boy, A, C as in cat, B as in zebra.
I didn't quite hear that.
GARBACZ.
All right,
Uh,
and then that was also Matt Collins.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, cool. Are there any other orders of business? Holy crap, this went by fast.
Yeah, I got nothing. I was not expecting this to be wrapped up so quickly. I figured we were going to be here till like midnight.
No, that's old leadership.
We
This
can
is-
be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk to us till midnight, we can sit here and talk to you. We do miss you.
Yeah.
I miss you guys too, but I don't know if I want to sit around and talk until midnight.
So since I'm on the lab Facebook page, I don't know if everyone can see this, but we just got added by it appears to be a Spanish DFW online magazine that just wrote an article about the lab.
I saw that.
I just saw that. That's awesome.
I have no idea who, how, what, or anything. I don't speak Spanish either, but it's
All right.
Muy bien.
round the clock space for coding, hacking, cosplay, and more. That's all right.
We
Hey, it
cosplay
works.
as an organization.
Wait, holy shit! So it's actually
You know
the
what?
Dallas
Actually,
News that posted this 2 hours ago.
it was what?
I don't know. I'm just finding out. No, this is Dallas Morning News. Today, 2 hours ago, they posted, about the lab.
Yeah,
And-
somebody actually sent me an article that was posted about the lab earlier today too, from somewhere else.
Dude.
Was it that lady from the Richardson that sent
No.
email?
No. This is someone else. Here, I'll post that as well in the
Oh,
chat.
But
I'm gonna- sure.
I do want to say one thing, just interject right quick, just about getting new membership. I know that one of the big drives that we've tried to have over the last year or two is being more inclusive to not being a boys' club.
Yes.
And I think it would behoove us to specifically try and advertise an area where people that fall outside of that demographic would live.
Are you talking physically live, or are you talking like targeting minorities and for diversity?
Targeting minorities and diversity, because, like, that is something that we have been talking about for a while.
Mhm.
And I think that just making sure that, people know that there is a door that is open rather than not knowing that there is a door at all would be really important.
Got it. Is there something specific that you think we should like Facebook targeting, or like whenever you start doing these boosting of ads, or is there something else?
Facebook targeting would be really helpful. I mean, I know that there's like that Chinese bazaar like right down the street from us. There's also an Indian one. There's also I think a Pakistani restaurant or something like that. Like there's a whole big bunch of people who are immigrants or LGBT or African American or everything else, all in that area where we just moved to. And it would behoove us to make absolutely certain that they know that we have a door that is open to anyone.
Got it. Yeah, awesome. Gosh, I'm trying to think of like how to.
In fact, there's actually two entirely separate communities of African Americans on either side of us. One of them is like Nigerian, and the other one is like Ethiopian. So, yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone have any like contacts or like ways of reaching out to them?
None that I can think of offhand. I lived in that area for like 6 years, so I just kind of know that that's what the area looks like.
Well,
But I think asking around would probably yield us some good results.
on that note, we actually do, I know it's small, but in our Slack, for any ladies out there, we have a channel called Smart Estrogen, which is, just for the women's at the lab to join. So it's kind of a nice little space hiding in there. But I do agree. I know there's, and we actually had one group that unfortunately, I think like at the old space, stuff just didn't quite mesh right. But it was a group of like nerdy women, and I think it was like Ladies Who Geek. And I met with like the president of that organization, and she was like really excited about the idea of doing crossover events. So I think cross pollination from different groups is a really good thing. So kind of like if you get a good group.
We can reach out to Kiwanis, we can reach out to we can reach out to various chambers of commerce. We'll get more than we can handle right now. Until we finish getting the top running, the laser running. It's really important to talk about it. Part of a lot of diversity training over at my employer, and the difference between it and inclusion is really about us behaving. One thing to say you're welcome. It's a whole nother thing for people to be prepared to be welcoming.
Good point.
We need to make sure that we have the same unified voice for our participants to know this. I think we just need to do a little bit of due diligence on our side, making people aware that this is something that leadership wants to see happen in the whole of the state. Then I think it's awesome. And I am 150% support.
Yeah.
but you want to make sure that membership understands this. This is not guys that are, follically challenged.
Yeah, and that's something that we've been trying to work on for a while, right there, what you just said.
Well, I think we're definitely I think in a space that's a little more conducive to
Everyone.
being friendly, being welcoming, because I know kind of in a small space it can feel a little, just the physicality of the space can feel a little claustrophobic. I actually had several female friends that weren't especially comfortable with the old space, but they can't wait to get into the new space. So I think for sure that is good, and I think kind of hosting events that reflect that type of thing would be nice. But
There's also a high school like a mile or two from us, and I think it would be good if we had some events that would be specifically good for minors.
I believe that's the Magnet High School. It's the Richardson Arts and Science Magnet is just down the street.
Yeah, then there's also the North Garland High School, like right there too.
Yeah, I live next to it. We're less than 40.
My husband's gonna be teaching physics from lab tomorrow.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay, so I added an item to the Move Trello about reaching out to Toastmasters and other diversity groups. But I think what Doug said is a good point about not just like reflecting on that myself, of not just saying, okay, hey, look, you're welcome, but making sure that this is a culture
Yes.
that we of inclusion, and that not just leadership, but we it comes from the top down, that we're trying to foster this culture of diversity and inclusion.
I think a good way to kind of do that, because it's like Doug said, it's not just saying, yeah, you can come in. It's reaching out to people. Is part of the lab's mission is to seek out speakers, to seek out teachers. So to find people who we want, I mean, it's you find who you want to attract. It's you get somebody that says, okay, we like this person's message, we like the way they teach things, we want to invite them to come and teach at the lab and to kind of broadcast on their channels, which may not be the same as our channels.
Mhm.
But for sure, I think looking for what we would like to kind of put in our petri dish is definitely something we can do remotely.
Yep.
As a new member, I have to say that this is the most welcoming message figure place that I've been a member of.
All right, score.
All right.
So that does say something.
We're third. Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Wait.
Second rodeo.
We're third of what?
And that it made a really big difference to see Olivia as president. To have my gender represented in the leadership was really important. I think that's a big thing that is not, I mean, it's all volunteer, and so you have to have people that are motivated to do it, but that made, like, I was gonna be a member anyway, but that was like, whoa, awesome. It's just a moment, that I was like, okay, it's not a boys club.
Yeah. I find that the greater majority of our members are very open and welcoming with everybody, and it's only just a couple of people who anyone ever has a problem with.
Like Dark Article there.
Clear. Yeah, it's yeah. Clear.
Okay, cool. Do we have any other issues to bring to the table before we turn it over to membership?
Real quick, Doug, Hannah, Matt, all of you should have tickets in members with your membership point awardment.
Whoa, that was quick. Holy shit! It took
That was
5
quick.
Science.
5 years, and then Phil did this in about 10 minutes.
You can't ever leave CPO. Ever.
You can once we have it fully documented.
Nice. That said, I'm impressed that y'all can hear Doug. Like,
Doug is a loud son of a gun. That's-
True.
Doug is loud, yeah.
and Doug is about 15 to 20 feet away. So, anyway,
Are y'all actually at the space right now?
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
in the classroom.
we're in the classroom.
Nice.
I'm on the back row.
Yeah, Doug's in the back row, and the
if
laptop's not even facing him.
Ryan, if you look at actually no, in the Move channel, I posted a picture of what the classroom currently looks like.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, if you look in the video, you should be able to see. Where's my, is it frozen? Oh, no, there it is. I see Cameron. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Anything else? Okay, leadership meeting's done. Bye. Okay, I guess it's open to members and any members either here in the space or out there in virtual land want to have any issues that they'd like to bring up?
Or praises. They can,
Yeah,
they can,
yep, you can do that.
they can do that
Good,
too.
good or bad issues.
Oh, so I just realized the article that you were talking about, the one in Spanish, I
Uh-huh.
think that's actually the Spanish version of the Dallas Morning News. Because that is
Oh,
literally the exact same wording in Spanish, from what I can tell.
Okay, but still, it's coverage nonetheless.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, absolutely.
that's interesting. Okay.
But still, like, it's awesome that the Dallas Morning News has said something about us, like, or
Yeah.
anyone for that matter.
We want to talk to you. You just have
I
to
mean, that
just
must have
put it
been like Doug or somebody that facilitated that, right? You think?
I don't know. I want to reach out to the author, Terry Webster. Oh, wait, Terry Webster's a freelancer covering Plano in the Dallas Morning News. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her tomorrow and see. Hey, look, there's no space in the lab. And thank you very much for this awesome article.
You talk to us, you know that. You are welcome in the space.
Yeah, but yeah, see if they want to come on over, and we're happy to give a tour. Oh, one thing I also found out when I did the markup or the SketchUp of this location, it's not actually 3,000 square feet. Yep, it's closer to 2,600.
Scandal. Scandal.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, rounded up.
Oh,
But
tell Charlie we want our money back.
yeah, Charlie, we want Charlie.
Did we put the square footage of our patio?
Oh,
That is
Dun,
actually
dun.
part
It-
of
With
it.
the atrium.
Tommy, it's a 3,000 square foot class space, like a 27-inch class TV.
oh. There we go. Yeah, again, round it up. It's giga square feet. Okay.
Well, either way, it's still like twice the size of the old
Oh,
space,
yeah.
and then some.
Yeah. So much more breathing room. And again, we don't have to. 2 bathrooms that we don't have
I'll have to
stored.
clean.
We don't have to clean, which is awesome. That we don't have to hoard for space. I think one thing I realized is that I was making a big push for like no storage, no storage. We try to use every bit of it, and now I'm realizing, yeah, we do need some storage, and so I'm
Just a
hoping
little bit.
just a little bit, but I'm hoping that whenever we do grow, we can grow into like one of those rooms, and that can be storage plus like member storage as well, like having lockers, because that's something that DMS does too, right? Is lockers that are
Yeah.
rented.
They're little like 14-inch cubby bucket things that have locks on them.
Okay,
Have a bucket.
And then they also have large totes that were not yet implemented for other reasons that we won't get into.
okay. But is that like how much do they charge for those little totes?
I don't
It
know,
was
man.
off, and there's a
Oh.
few hundred spaces, and as long as there's a space, you're good. They can only be stored in those cubby holes. We were gonna do an expansion with the large totes, and it never finalized. Those were gonna be $100 per year for the large totes. Now, they're large. They're the kind of the biggest ones you get at.
Like the 67 gallon.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're big.
What? No. By making material.
You can put a lot of clay. I mean, you can put a lot of stuff in there. The smaller ones are, it doesn't work so great for wood shop, but it works good for a lot of other type of things. That's also why they have check-outable storage space that's project-based, and we can talk about how to implement that, make it go through Slack, use the tools we already have.
Yeah.
So that we're not coming up with yet another thing to maintain. It integrates with things that everybody else is already familiar with using.
And so, Luke, that's something we might want to. I just want to make sure you have in the back of your brain is we want to expand into the rest of the area as quickly as possible, so no one else grabs it. And having those thoughts of what's our price point for expansion.
Is it up for offer right now?
The front is,
The front is, so if you look at like move, I think it's in move.thelab.ms. This image. So yeah, I think you're probably the only person that hasn't been here yet, right? Yeah, I think so. But yeah,
I see the image. I know about the shared space you all were talking about before.
yes, that future tenant
The
common area. And the future tenant areas as well. We'd really like to just take over that whole thing. So
Oh, but not the common area.
No.
Just the 2 rooms.
take over the whole thing. I mean,
So where will
Uh,
people pass if we take the common area? Where would the other tenants pass?
They don't.
There would, yeah, they don't.
yeah, they don't. There's like it's kind of hard to describe without showing it to you, but there is only like one entrance and egress, which is that door right next to the common area on the right.
And
To
a
the
corridor,
public.
remember? Our old picture with a corridor going down to the back.
Say it again.
This font is so small.
Where it says-
Door to
yeah.
public bathrooms, there was a corridor
Yes,
to
exactly.
the other tenant.
We would basically lock it at that location, and so they wouldn't come in or come out,
Okay.
and they
So-
could use their corridor as well to get in and get out. They just wouldn't have access to that front door.
so they would lose the sink.
They would lose the sink and all that. Yep. But there's a sink in
Well,
the restrooms and women's
Right,
restrooms.
they
So,
don't have a large sink.
but again, that's
And you
that's
say
our-
at this moment in time, all 3 areas are up for grabs, the 2 future tenant spots and the common area,
essentially yes.
but
And
we
we
don't know
wanna
the
get-
price.
But right, we haven't talked about that just because this is what month 2.
So,
Yeah, and things haven't kind of panned
Yeah.
out as yet with the everything. But
There's still a lot of dust to settle.
yeah,
I'm here.
it'll be nice. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in the back of my head.
as a part of that option.
Mm.
Sure.
It doesn't require,
I'll coordinate with Andy and Brandon on maximizing cash flow.
Okay, there we go.
public more.
So yeah, I don't want to get to solutioning quite
No, no, no,
yet,
no,
but
I got
I
you.
want to see like, hey, look, what would be our price points? And maybe we can go to Charlie and say, hey, for an extra, I don't know, $1,000 a month, 2,000, whatever we feel would be appropriate. And how many members would we need to get to say, great, we feel good about this offer? Yeah, if we can like rent out those 2 future tenant areas, I think that would be awesome because then that kind of like definitely locks us in.
Also make Charlie happy.
And that would probably make Charlie happy. So I think the 2 future tenant
Oh.
areas would be ideal.
Or we could rent it as what do you call it? Storage space for member projects.
And yep, that's why I was bringing up that. There's also a company that wants to use us. Olivia and I have been talking about this. The company called Fixer. They reached out to us and say, hey, we are a contracting website company, so people can come in and say, hey, look, I want you to hang my painting or do some plumbing. And we want to have a facility where people can do the test to make sure that they're good contractors. We would like to partner with you, Mr. Makerspace, on doing this. And we're like, I don't know if this sounds viable for us.
They're also really expensive.
Well-
What they want to do for you.
So I guess Olivia and I have been kind of blowing it off, but gosh, if the money's good, it could be worth the headache. But so far it hasn't. We don't even know what the money is,
Yeah.
but we're not too sure if the headache would be worth it. It'd basically be subcontracting out.
Well, we would have to have someone to perform the test. So we would have to have someone willing to come in whenever someone has to be tested. That's the first
Exactly. There's like a
obstacle.
there's a whole thing we'd have to figure out. I'll mark it to give them a call and just say, hey, look, what are they
We
thinking?
don't have a standalone power panel. We don't have a separate water main connection. So, I mean, those are gonna be really basic things that we're gonna want a plumber to prove that they can do. And a HVAC guy and electrician to be able to do. If we can put in new circuits, but we're not ready to go off.
True. That's it. If they want to,
Our stuff isn't even.
yeah. That said, again, in the back of my head, I'm wondering, gosh, if they want to pay for a whole bunch of upgrades for us, what's their everything? Yeah, I don't know.
That'd probably be a whole lot of upgrades.
It would. If they want to pay for it, maybe. If they start saying, yeah, look, we're looking for $1 million facility, I'm sorry, yo, I'm gonna start pushing for that real hard. But anyway, it's just something to give y'all a heads up about. Because hell, we never thought that whole city of Richardson thing would work out at all. That seemed like way too far of a long shot whenever we first got contact from them.
I thought that was a scam when I first saw that email from Doug. Seriously.
Yeah, it was like, no, the city of Plano never gave us anything. What the hell are you reaching out to us? Lo and behold, oh shit, we were wrong.
I believe that when city council members showed up at the old space.
When the city council members showed up, it was like, oh, yep. And actually for me, it was also when they came over and they were looking at all of our stuff and they saw our meetup and said, oh, you've got 2,000 members? I'm like, yeah, I guess we do. You've done 2,000 events? Yeah, we have. And like, you could hear it in their voice. It's like, okay, this is serious. So, yeah. Anyway, reminiscing. I don't know. Anything else? We're blabbing at this point.
Yeah.
So general membership type thing here, for those that maybe weren't on the earlier conversations and whatnot, we've been talking about replacing or upgrading, if you will, the DICE-up processes that we currently don't have in operation. And one of the suggestions that I brought forth was for people to promise to pay an inflated price for an initial run of t-shirts to help the bank situation, so that we could get the printer, et cetera. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind is, we'd all like to be able to do DICE-up, and once you have the printer itself, we already have a heat press. Getting a heat press for mugs is a one-time purchase, and then it's back to just consumables. So really your long-term consumables is just dye, and the DMS is doing that at basically $2 a legal sheet type of situation, and it's cash flow positive for them once the machine's paid for.
Mm.
So we would be suggesting basically, we would buy a good quality poly blend shirt, and we would sell you a shirt that's made up on the front, with our logo, and it would be unfortunately at price of either 25 or $30, so that you're supporting us getting a tool.
Yeah.
And so just for the people that are kind of here, that we're not taking any promissory notes right now, but would people be willing in the next 60 days to commit to, a $25 or $30 t-shirt so that we could make this happen?
Oh my God, yeah. Like, well, assuming that there's classes and y'all can show me how to make this happen, I am
Yeah.
so in.
Because you can do mouse pads. We
I,
have the press already, guys. The mouse pad type of thing as an individual maker to send to grandma, for the kids, photos, whatever. They love
I did one of those at Costco for my mom. It's her favorite thing.
It is the easiest tool. It's just printing. And you can be able to understand teeth.
Can we do something like, not a Kickstarter brand thing, but like a Kickstarter where,
A lab starter.
yeah, like a lab starter, that's perfect.
Patreon?
Lab starter.
Weren't we talking about this earlier?
That Patreon's different for that. But yeah, I mean,
People can go in and buy it, right? And then if we meet our goal, we'll buy the thing and everybody will get their product. And then it'll just be gravy from there on out.
I mean, yeah, we could Kickstarter this. That's fine.
Has anyone ever done a Kickstarter before?
I was suggesting like
Internally where we don't pay
yes.
Oh,
Right,
like,
not an actual Kickstarter.com.
This is an internal the lab starter.
okay.
I guess we could do Kickstarter too, but I was just thinking to keep it internal.
I'd say that if we can get people on elsewhere in the U.S. that are willing to pay $25 for a T-shirt to help kickstart a makerspace, I'm okay with making them a T-shirt.
There are open source Kickstarter programs that we could self-post.
Let's do that.
Oh, yeah, send that out.
Let's do that.
Yeah, post that onto the,
I couldn't hear him. Can you repeat what he said, Tommy?
there's open source Kickstarter programs that we could just basically self-post and then boom, we can start doing that
Sweet.
ourselves. Yeah.
I assume that was Cameron.
Yes, that was Cameron. And
Okay.
Cameron said he'll post it in the
Fundraising.
oh yeah, there's a fundraising channel.
What are we talking about what goal would we set for a DICE subrun?
Well, that's where Doug's got
Yeah,
some
I'm still
research to
working,
do.
so,
Do you have like a rough estimate, like 3,000?
No, less than 2,000. That's including t-shirts and the ink.
I think if we have, just kind of a nice, here's how much it'll cost. You want to chuck in your money for your t-shirt, and we can get this, because like you said, I mean, it's people love putting their pictures on stuff.
God, do they ever.
Like, I
They
mean,
really
I've done
do.
it with ceramics, and like when we introduced that to the shop I used to work in, people were like, oh my God, I can paint the mug and I can put my kid's picture on it.
Yep.
It is like you said, it's definitely a potential.
So this is a printer that'll do mugs and
So-
t-shirts.
So what it does is it's kind of like paper. And so the dye sits on it. And then when you heat it up, it basically vaporizes, it sublimates into the nylon coating or the artificial shirts, whatever, and it bonds with it. And then it's color fast, goes through the wash and everything else. They make a silicone wrap that goes around coffee cups, wine glasses, Yeti thermoses, etc. And they have one that does big random shakes, and they've got one that's just one at a time. We would look at the one at a time one initially, and they have it where the wraps are for, this size cup, this size stein, this size, bigger Yeti tumbler. And all that comes together in one package. Now that's a separate purchase from it, but again, you need the thing that can have the ink so that you have something to write.
Yeah, I totally make, do water bottles. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Are we hearing Doug through your regular portable microphone?
Yes, my laptop microphone.
Okay, well, that's pretty good that we could hear him at the back
Yeah.
of the class.
Yes, but like as Doug said, he's very good at enunciating.
Mm.
I use- In a data center.
Oh God.
Yep.
So
Oh,
I have-
that explains it.
Oh, okay, yes.
Back in the data, like literally next to the equipment, and that's where I taught for a year. I never
He
learned my
has mastered frequencies. Because I was thinking if we have like online classes where the presenter is not at the space, he can take questions from the people there at the lab and be able to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm going to think of something. It's been on my radar since the pandemic started, or at least since I took over CTO, of actually getting good high quality cameras in that classroom for both seeing the room as well as being able to do demonstrations on a table, and then miking the room so that you can actually hear people in that classroom. It's a little, it's a monumental process, so I haven't gotten very far on it, but I have plans, air quote plans.
Still.
And we would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Oh.
All right.
I mean, I got nothing.
I got nothing else.
Me too. I got nothing else.
Super excited about the ceramics area, and everyone else should be too.
I'll be more excited when we have a class in it, if I can know how to use stuff.
Yeah, there we go.
The glass film is a lot of fun.
Are you working on the table tonight, Olivia?
Yes.
Oh, Olivia, I have one more item. Are we going to accept those Stitch Lab donations?
You should.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
That's some good stuff.
let's do it.
It's a sewing machine that wasn't made in 1960.
And another, and
In a serger.
third smaller
Yeah.
cameo, which is, the more vinyl cutters you have,
Mhm.
they stack the shelf, you can pick it up, set it somewhere else, you're not worried about recentering it and rehoming it, etc.
The little cameo would be perfect to take to like 2 actual events and like
Mhm.
cut people's stickers real fast.
Is this the first? I haven't seen the sewing machines in the space that belongs to the space yet.
It's in the sewing machine area right
Oh,
now.
Speaking of which,
I've got it
Kathy-
all in
Yeah, that's what we were
whatever
talking
that
about.
Yeah.
on the table, and I'll
so
take one.
is she okay to donate everything? Because she said that Dart, she got like she saw Dart's messages and felt like, oh wait, no, she wasn't too sure. But
I'm like, yeah, go.
No.
Yes.
okay,
Go,
okay.
go.
All right, I will let Kathy know. No.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, anything else? Anyone else? Otherwise, we're working on stuff here. Cool. Well,
No,
thank you all.
just, let me know whenever you get that T-shirt thing ironed out a little better, so I can spread it around.
Okay. Okay.
Because I got people all over the place that could probably buy a T-shirt and help out.
Well, right now it's in the, the ideation phase. So we're just talking about it. And Doug has to do some research and come up with a proposal. But once that's done, you'll start hearing a lot more about it, I'm sure.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you all very much.
Okay,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
All right. Cool.
Hi.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.